What's going on YouTube? It's me, First Sure Review, back in here for another video. And today I got something I really like. It's something that made me get into a type of food. So what we have here is the 4G spinach dip. Or it's an artichoke dip. I don't know, it's from Kelsey's, which is like one of those chain restaurants here. You're from the GTA, you 100% heard of it. You're from Canada, you 100% heard of it. So I never used to like spinach until I got this right here. Because it's so good. I don't even want to talk. Let's just get into it. Let's just look at that. That's good. I was so hungry. I haven't eaten today. I woke up, ran around, went to the gym, and I was like, you know what? I forgot to eat. Like, I don't know what it is. Sometimes I just forget. Do you guys ever have that problem where you just forget to eat sometimes? I have that problem all the time. But this is good. Nice and crunchy. And then how was your guys' day today? I always start off with that, like, how was your guys' day? The funny thing is, I actually don't like Kelsey's like that. The only time I'll ever go to Kelsey's is to get this right here. And a little fun fact, I used to work at Kelsey's actually. Oh. Because I've been in the service industry for a while. It was one of my first serving jobs. I really didn't like working there. So the thing about Kelsey's is I actually started working there after I worked at a different restaurant. And the first restaurant I worked at was really fun. The people were really cool. The POS system was really nice. That's one pet peeve I have about a lot of restaurants, is that the POS system is always horrible. It is, for me, by far, the thing that takes the longest to learn. And there's so many little things about it where you have to learn, where you're just like, oh, why do I have to learn this? Why do I have to know this? Look at that. Like, for example, when I worked at Kelsey's, I remember splitting a check was the most difficult thing ever. You'd have to like do a separate check and then merge and things like that. It was annoying. Or when I worked at a different company, they had specific buttons you need to click for specific foods or specific types of foods, and it wasn't really clear as to what types of foods were specific to the button. You just had to know it through like using it. And it was quite a bit, and that's so to let the kitchen know to do certain things to the food, right? Like, for example, say one side of the kitchen does like hot foods, the other one does cold foods. You do like hot foods, and you have to type in that it's hot food specific, and it's just so annoying because when you're in a rush, those aren't things you're remembering, right? Also, the management. My big problem with like a lot of restaurants is the management. A lot of times the management would just annoy me. This is gonna turn into a Kelsey's rant video. So I've never actually told people what I dislike about Kelsey's. So one thing I realized about a lot of restaurant owners is that a lot of restaurant owners are cheap, right? And you know what? That's completely fair. Because the reason why they're cheap is the money they make at the end of the day comes out of the bottom line of the company. Right? So the more money we save or the less cost we incur on a day-to-day basis, the owner keeps the difference of it, right? So in turn, it tends to make them really cheap. For example, I think Thursday or Tuesday, one of the nights used to be like wing night. And those nights, we could not get people takeout trays. If someone would come in, order wings, and they're like, oh, can I get a takeout container for the rest of the wings? He would tell us to tell them no. We can't give them takeout containers. I never followed that because it's the dumbest rule ever. The reasoning behind it was that, like, if someone, they don't want people to come and do like wing night and do it as takeout, right? Which is fine, right? People come in all the time and be like, oh, can I order this? Can I order that? And if it's a wing night or if it's some sort of specialty that's dine only, we'd tell them it's dine only. And they'd be like, okay, never mind, can we get something else? We could have just done that, but he took it an extra step. He just didn't want people to think, because it's like you could do a dine-in, eat like a couple wings, and then ask for a takeout container and go home. It really wasn't that big of a deal, right? And that's what he was afraid of. So, if we were ever caught giving people like takeout containers or extra napkins or anything like that, because apparently napkins are expensive, you get reprimanded for it. Absolute nonsense. Like, this is so good. It's just hot and nice. The spinach tastes nice. The cheese tastes nice. It just all tastes so nice together. I wonder what it consists of, but I understand being cheap and not wanting to spend money so you can make more money in at the long run, but penalizing your staff because a guest wants an extra container, which they can get because they actually dined in, is ridiculous. Oh. But the cheapness doesn't stop there. At least not with him, it didn't. There was another thing he didn't like, and that was at the end of the night, if you worked in the restaurant industry, you know you have like closing duties and all that stuff, right? Things you just gotta do at the end of the night to make sure you guys close up properly so the opener like is able to do their job. One of the closing duties was to take out the inserts of, like, let's say mustard, ketchup, whatever the hell it is, and top it up. So what you would do is you put the new ketchup on the bottom. Say it's like halfway full, you put like half a insert of ketchup at the bottom of the new one, and then you pour the old one on top of the new one into the new insert, right? And that was all fine and dandy, right? It's like whatever, it's the end of night thing. Like, you want the kitchen tomorrow if there's a rush to have like full stuff, right? Stock, that's fine. But why am I getting written up? Why am I getting written up for not taking a spatula and scraping it until there's literally nothing left? I understand if there's an excess amount. And you want to get all of it out, or like a good chunk of it out. But if there's like just some on the wall, just like on the wall where it's like, oh, it really wouldn't make a difference whether it's there or not. Why are you running people up for that? You know what? I should have got something that actually takes longer to eat, because I have so many restaurant pet peeves, and I know so many people have restaurant pet peeves. And leave a comment down below of your restaurant pet peeves, because my biggest pet peeve is management. Always management. Always management. I've left places because of management. Man. But to be fair, there are places that have incredible managers. Absolutely incredible managers. So the first restaurant I worked at, minus the GM, because the GM just wasn't really nice to me, every other manager was incredible. Perfect. That was the first job I had where I actually liked the people and the managers. You know why? It's because they're understanding. People are understanding. And when you work with people who are understanding, it makes your job feel easier. It feels like they're not against you, like management isn't against you. And sometimes you really feel like management's against you. And no one likes that feeling. Another thing that annoys me is when there's nothing to do and the managers make you find something to do. Like, I understand, yeah, look busy. Like, we're paying you to be here, look busy, but man, sometimes I just want to stand there. Don't you want to stand there too? Stand here with me. We can relax together. No problem. Nah. But I wouldn't trade working in the service industry for anything else. Well, I would trade it for a lot of things, but like I really do like it because the people who meet there are the best people. I have friends I still talk to from like past restaurants that I worked at. And as anyone who's in the service industry knows, the money could be outstanding. By saying, I mean like tips coming in at $2,000 a week type outstanding. And I know a lot of people aren't out here punching in all their tips in the taxes, being like, yeah, I made $8K this month from taxes, $2K this week from taxes. Nah. And once you're making like 10 grand a month, I'm assuming they'd most likely have to, just because it'd be kind of fishy, like depositing $8,000 a month into your bank account, like just strictly through tips or just through cash. You'd have to kind of claim some of it, but still. Anyways, that was Kelsey's 4 cheese spinach dip. So good, made me like spinach. That's how good it is. Top tier. Absolutely love it. 100% would recommend. Out of all the spinach dips I had, and I've had quite a few, there's like a 9 out of 10. I love it. It's so good. With that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out the suggested videos on the side. Leave a comment down below of Any shows you want me to watch, any foods you want me to try, any movies you want me to watch, anything you want to review, talk about, I'm down to do it all. This is Kelsey's 4 cheese spinach dip. Peace.